Hey, well, look, preseason started up, man, and now we actually can talk about more football with Sam Howell than him beating on the Cowboys, right? So, question came up, and it was like, will Howell finish the season as a starter? We've got high hopes, Howell hopes, not me, Commanders fans. Joe, will he finish the season as a starter?
Just like J-Mo said, I just thought about J-Mo said it first. I was about to say it. In the words of Craig, yes, yes. He will be the week 1 starter and a year starter. Sam Howell, right? Sam Howell is a project. And Ron Rivera and them know that. They the one that drafted him 5th round. All right. So he went and got him an office. First off, the season went crazy last year. Last game of the season, Ron Rivera forgot we could still make the playoffs, and we might get eliminated today. And we did. So week 18, you got nothing to lose, nothing to gain. So what did he do? Tell Heineke, go to the bench. Sam, come here. Throw him in the game. He played pretty decent. It wasn't a great game, as all the Commander fans be hyping up to be. It was a decent game, Tomo. I'm not gonna lie. The defense really carried us that game because Dak Prescott didn't look the same. Well,
I
he
thought
looked like
I thought he played for y'all.
2022 Dak, but he looked like Dak his whole career. All right. So basically do 2 pick sixes. We're not going to go there, but so they ain't look the same. And Sam Howell took advantage, made some good throws, almost threw a pick, they got dropped, all the stuff, right? But it happened. He get a W under his belt. We go into the season, Sam Howell's going to be the starting quarterback. Ron Rivera, in my opinion, he's going to be the week 1 starter, which allows us to not go in a deep hole or trade up a bunch of assets to try to get a quarterback. I'm acting like Dave right now. I'm doing a robot. So Ron Rivera said, you know what? And this might be my last year with this job if we don't make the playoffs. So we're going to have to fast track Sam Howell's progression, like fast track his learning ability here, like his season basically, his learning curve. So what did we do? We go out and get Eric Bieniemy, the offensive coordinator from the Kansas City Chiefs, who's been a recent dynasty or so-called dynasty in NFL. The best team in the NFL last 5 years, the best offense in the NFL last 5 years. And he played with the best quarterback in the NFL. So here we go. So he know hold on.
Ron
I know what
Rivera ain't
happened.
having it, man.
That was on me. That was on me. That was on me. I know what
I
I
thought
did.
I was say Ron Rivera
All
not
right.
having that, man.
So he knows what the finished product looks like of a great quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. He knows when it looks good and when it doesn't. And on top of that, of getting Patrick Mahomes, he gave Jacoby Brissett a good payday for a backup quarterback. And I think that's when all the controversy happens. Controversy happened when they said, "Oh, Jacoby gonna start. Sam Howell ain't gonna start. Oh, Jacoby gonna start." Jacoby Brissett is there, number 1 for insurance. If he gets hurt, God forbid, Jacoby can step in and be a starter. But at the same time, to teach Sam Howell on how to be a pro quarterback in the NFL, they are fast tracking Sam Howell. Jacoby Brissett is literally there for Sam Howell. That's what I think. But if his opportunity comes and Sam Howell can't play, then he will. So yes, he will be the starter.
So for me, yeah, it will be the starter. I mean, you clearly said everything right there. I mean, that Dallas game, I mean, even though Dak did look better than Sam Howell because he was giving you all the touchdowns that you needed in that game, he showed out, he came up and he performed. And it was like, all right, so if we get some stability at quarterback, we get some stability at offense, because with the offensive coordinator that you definitely needed. And of course, we know all the things that they're saying about Eric Bieniemy and how he's like being a tough guy on the players, which technically when you're in an organization with that much chaos, you kind of need somebody to come in and be like, look, this is the plan. And with Sam Howell, he's the plan. And if you look at look, everybody trying to get Howell out of here, but get the Howell out of here. I like that. I'm gonna run with that this season. Hey, make sure y'all put that on a t-shirt. But if the receivers love him, if he's actually learning the offense the way it's supposed to be, which is good. Even in that preseason game, I went back and watched a little bit of it. Of course, a few of his reads could have been a little bit quicker, but again, it's a new offense. And again, you're a starting quarterback, which potentially you could be the franchise quarterback. And some people really don't play practice that well, but they play well. So you give them one more game. Also, look at it like this though, Joe. Would you take Sam Howell with Taylor Heineke as a backup, or would you take Sam Howell with a Jacoby Brissett, who's a proven backup, like you said, in that quarterback room, who's going to show him the ins and outs of being like, all right, look, this is what I did. Even in this read, you can do something right here. But look at Jacoby Brissett when he was with the Browns last year, filling in for Deshaun Watson. Amari Cooper was there. He had a number one receiver who he could throw the ball to, and it was at times people was even looking at it like, do they really need Watson? Can Brissett actually lead this team? And I got another question for everybody out here that's in the comments and people who watch football. What's the most loved position in football? The backup quarterback. Everybody loves the backup quarterback because they can really do no wrong until they get in the game and do wrong. Hey, take it from me. Cooper Rush won 3 games, and everybody was like, Cooper Rush can take the Cowboys to the Super Bowl. Not happening. We could talk about Trey Lance and Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy went on a nice run, but when he got hurt, what happened? For my man up there with the Ravens, Snoop. Snoop looked good, but he ain't no Lamar. Like, come on now. Of course, the backup is always going to get coveted, but you got to give this kid a chance. If Sam Howell goes out there and let's say you all lose 3 games straight, I don't see him getting benched because technically, I know Ron Rivera still needs a job, but again, it's a learning curve and look at the schedule. So to me, yeah, I think he's going to be the starter.
Yeah, man. And the fact that Jacoby Brissett played with Tom Brady and Jimmy Garoppolo, I think he played with Andrew Luck, and I think he played with Phillip Rivers in Indianapolis too, if I'm not mistaken. I think he played
He
with
did.
both of them. So he's been around. And he's been a starter in situations. In Miami, he started a few games. He the one that helped beat Baltimore. So get Carl out
He
of
was
here.
with the Pats too before Jimmy G
Yeah, I'm
took
saying
that job.
he with the Pats. Yeah. So like, yeah, he did. He played some game with the Pats when Jimmy Garoppolo left. But I will never forget Miami. He was there. He was the quarterback. I think it was Monday Night Football, if I'm not mistaken, or Thursday night. It was a primetime game, and they played. And Miami was one of the worst teams in the NFL, and they played against the Ravens, and they was zero blitzing Lamar Jackson all game, and they beat them. Jacoby Brissett, by the way. And like you said, started all last year for the Browns and kept them around in playoff contention until Deshaun Watson came back. But we're not gonna talk about that. But anyways, I'm cool, man. I think Sam Howell gonna be okay. Terry McLaurin said he's in a situation where he doesn't have to be the hero. Now there are gonna be times he's gonna have to make throws in the fourth quarter and key moments, but he's not gonna be asked to carry this team the whole year. I mean the whole game. Because the type of offense we have, Tomo, it allows our receivers to get the ball in their hands and create an open space and do some damage. So, and then Jahan Dawson said he really likes Sam Howell. He said Sam Howell can make every throw. He think he is going to be that dude. That's what Jahan Dawson said. He said he really likes Sam Howell. So, but he might be a young guy, not knowing too much about the NFL yet. You never know. All right, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, Tomo.
One
Feeling
thing I
good.
will say about this whole offseason with the Commanders is y'all haven't wavered. I'll give you that. I have not wavered. Since they said Eric Bieniemy got here, then the name, I mean, not the name, the new ownership, like y'all high hopes has not wavered at all. Because technically, if we think about maybe 2 years ago, it would have been a moment where y'all be like, man, I don't really know, man. Or you could have had the hashtag silence mark come up. I ain't seen that all day. So actually, we might be saying something good here.
Hashtag Mark Madness.
Hey, it's madness until it happens, right?
And I know we don't normally do this. Time we respond to the comments all day, but why do Carl always talk about people dropping passes with Lamar Jackson? Why is that his go-to excuse? Every game they lose, every game. But we're gonna hear that Ravens panel on Thursday.
Oh, you know he
So I'm
gonna
gonna
answer
be,
now. You know he gonna answer now.
yeah, that's gonna be one of the questions. Do you think that his receiver would drop passes this year? It's like,
He
all
gonna say
right,
no. Odell don't drop passes like that, dude.
Odell, nah, he got the greatest catch. They say, right?
That was luck. That's
No,
hate. That was hate. That was hate. That was hate. That was a great catch. That was
it
a great
was
catch.
though. I give
That
it
was a
to him.
great catch. Just
When
know
we
they
got
lost.
Josh
Like
Norman, Odell uses towards Josh Norman.
that's another one of those moments where people were just chasing dreams. Remember Asi, what is it? Asi
I think talking about
Yeah, that went to
the
the Eagles.
dream team.
Yeah, it happens, man. When you chasing, man. Look,
They
T.O. when
say
he
he
came to the Cowboys, you chasing dreams and it just don't go your way, man.
T.O. actually played good with y'all though.
Yeah, but we lost that game to the Giants because he dropped that pass. Talking about
Y'all lost to us too. He dropped the ball.
well, when y'all had Sean Taylor, that was different. Like he was different. T.O. did not catch any passes when he seen 21 back there. He was like, "You're
That
good."
dude went right on his hand. Dude, and I was like,
Yeah,
bro, he was wide open too. I was like, oh my God.
nah. But speaking of like free agents.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.